The New York Knicks picked up a 134-106 victory Monday night over the Washington Wizards. We're now 8-6 on the season. We've won 3 straight games. The question for the Knicks is, can they keep this up? You can tell that the team is starting to find some momentum. I get we did have that devastating loss to the Bulls, but if it hadn't been for that, we're looking at 5 straight wins before our road trip. Phoenix, Utah, Denver, Dallas. We're about to find out who the Knicks really are. But again, guys, we scored 134. The Wizards are giving up about 124, 125 a game, so I didn't expect anything less. But still, the efficiency was through the roof. We saw Karl-Anthony Towns go out there and score 24 points on 8 of 14 shooting. Jalen Brunson, 26 points on 9 of 15 shooting. Hart, 14 points, 6 of 9 shooting. 2 of 5 from 3. OG, 16 on 6 of 12. Mikal, 14 on 7 of 14. So everyone in our starting lineup shoots 50% or better from the field, which is unbelievably good. In terms of the bench, that's kind of what I want to get into. I posted a community post about an hour before the game. I meant to post it on Knicks Daily. I posted it on another account, so you guys didn't see it until last minute. But we're talking about Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges playing the entire second half against the Nets. And then against the Wizards, we were up big in the fourth quarter. And for some reason, Tibs decided to bring back OG, Mikal, and Hart. Brunson did not play in the fourth, thankfully, and neither did Towns. But I really don't understand why Tibs is doing this, because you can just roll with Dadier, Kolek, Campaign, Hokporty, Sims, Top, and Ryan. Like, we've got guys off of our bench that if we're up big, we can bring in, right? If we were up 10, 12, even 15, I'd get that because they can come back. But, we're up 30 plus. There's just no reason. It's going to cost us in the long term, even if nobody gets hurt. Come playoff time, we know the guys are going to be going 40 plus minutes a night, 38 to 40 plus minutes. So it just makes sense to preserve them as much as possible. I don't think that's going to be the case once Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achiuwa come back. And we should get Landry Shamet as well. We always could go to TJ Warren too, which I still don't get as well. Why Warren wasn't added to the team, because he's a guy that is a veteran, which Tibbs likes, but also he can keep other guys fresh. But you guys can let me know if you agree or you disagree. But in terms of our bench, well, Campaign, 23 minutes, 17 points, 5 of 6 from 3. All of a sudden, Campaign just can't miss from 3. He also had 7 assists, plus 19, which wasn't a game high, of course. That would be Bridges, who was a plus 32. But shout out to Payne. He's been mauling. Hokporty, just 6 minutes. A little bit disappointing, because Hokporty was very good Friday night, and all of a sudden, he's back to not being in the rotation with Cat there. Sims, 19 minutes. We talked about last game. I thought Sims played his best one. This one, another good game. 7 points, 7 boards, a block. Had an amazing dunk off of a Brunson feed. Sims is definitely getting more comfortable. The starters are starting to build chemistry. It seems like Sims is starting to pick it up too. So I'm happy about that. Tyler Kolek had kind of an up and down game, had some nice assists, some turnovers, some air balls, and then Dadier, 3 of 6 from 3, 9 points. I think he should be a part of our rotation. He's got the size and the length at 6'7". He's knocking down his threes. One of them was off of a Brunson. That's actually 2 straight games where Brunson was able to feed him and he was able to knock it down. He's shooting with, I hate to sound like a broken record, I keep saying confidence, but it's really what it is the Knicks, they're starting to pick things up, and they're doing it against bad teams, but eventually it's just going to be the norm. The Knicks last year, they were blowing out bad teams and they're blowing out good teams. It didn't really matter who they played. But the biggest storyline of this game is the efficiency, like I mentioned, to open it. 50% from 3, 20 of 40, 56% from the field, 92.3% from the free throw line. We only missed 1 free throw. I'm trying to think of who missed it. It was OG, wasn't it? Yeah, it was OG. That's pretty crazy too. You don't really see that in a game where a team just misses 1 free throw. Rebounding, we end up going out there getting 41. The Wizards had 41 in their own right, so we split that. We had 37 assists. The Wizards had 23. That's a big difference too, is assisting. The Knicks, they don't get too many assists, but I feel like when we do, that's when we're at our best, especially when we're able to pick up the pace a little bit. We're always at the back end of pace with Coach Tibs. We just walk the ball up, which I don't really have an issue with, but we just saw Chicago. I believe they're number 1 in pace, correct me if I'm wrong, and we did lose that game, but still, the Knicks can play fast, they can play slow, but they're just going to play their style of ball. That's the biggest thing. But this is just one of those games where I'm making it just to make it because I'm Knicks Daily and I post every day. But it's the Wizards. They're the worst team in the league, at least in my opinion. Defensively, they're 2-11, now 1-6 on the road. I'm excited for Wednesday when we go up against the Phoenix Suns. That's going to be a late game. I'm actually going to check the timing of that. We're going to be up late, guys. Hopefully you stay up with me. Highly doubt that anyone's going to be up after the game waiting for a video. If you are, you're a real one. But let's go Knicks Suns. This we're talking that game's gonna be at 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'll definitely be up and have a video out for you guys after that. Win or loss. Utah on Saturday, Denver on Monday, and then Wednesday, Dallas. When's our next back-to-back? It's gonna be not for a while. That's good news. Very good news. Do we play my birthday this year? We do. We play against Orlando. What's with us playing the Magic every year on my birthday? Tuesday, December 3rd. Hopefully we can pick up a win there. I mean, that's a couple of weeks away. But New York, 3 straight wins. Now 2 games over 500. We just got to keep it up. Seems like whenever we start to pick up a couple of wins, we end up dropping a heartbreaker. So we are second in the Atlantic. I want to say we're third, or the Magic, I think, are third in the East. We should be right half a game behind them still again. NBA standings, we should be, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're tied now. The Magic lost, so we are, or maybe they didn't lose necessarily, but we played a game before them, so we're both 8 and 6, tied for that 3 seed. The Celtics, they're only 3 games ahead of us at 11 and 3. That's the crazy thing, is it seems like the Knicks have not even played close to their best basketball. We're only 3 games out of the 2 seeded Celtics, 6.5 from the Cavs, so we could still very, very, I'm not going to say easily, but we still have a great chance to get up to the 1 seed. But the biggest thing is just going to be getting guys healthy. Without question, that's going to be what my focus is on. That's going to be what Tibs' focus is on, and just management and everyone, because we haven't seen the Knicks be healthy. Missing Precious, he got hurt at the end of preseason. Mitchell Robinson won't be back until next year. Shamit's a guy that we want to get back because he's going to deepen our bench. It doesn't seem like Tibs trusts anyone on our bench other than for like 2 minutes at the end of the first quarter. I would say he trusts, that's really tough, Campaign and Jericho Sims. I would say 2 guys. I think he does trust Dadier to an extent, but also he took Dadier out at the end of, or not even the end, the middle. I think it was actually, yeah, it was like I don't remember exactly when it was in the fourth quarter, because I was watching Dallas and Houston during the game, like simultaneously, which was kind of hard to do. But I mean, yeah, he took Dadier out, so I don't know how much trust he really does have. And I mean, he's a 19-year-old rookie. We drafted him at 18, but that's going to be the biggest thing for the Knicks, is just depth. Because I'm not going to say we know guys are going to get hurt. I mean, hopefully they don't. But just having players be able to step up and help you win games is going to be huge. Because that was one thing we talked about coming into the season, is that I actually trust a lot of guys off of the Knicks bench. I like Hukporti, I like Dadier, I even like Pollock. I think defensively is his issue though, but offensively he's looked really, really good. Played 17 minutes, was only a -1. I mean, you'll take that for Tyler Kolek. Campaign was amazing. Hukporti was a -15 in 6 minutes, dude. That not exactly great. There was a 10-0 run to start the fourth, essentially, that, again, just wasn't ideal. But Sims, statistically speaking, has been one of, if not the best rim protectors in basketball, which is wild because he was one of the worst last year. So Tibbs clearly sees something in him, and that's why I'll take him for his word. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys, man. It's your boy Nick Staley. I'm signing out. Peace.